Hi Nana. In this video we will learn about the standard temperature and pressure. Standard temperature and pressure, STP. Actually, what is the value of standard temperature? So standard temperature is taken as 0 degree centigrade, okay, or else which is equal to 273 Kelvin. And standard pressure is 76 centimeters of mercury, which is also equal to 760 millimeters of mercury, or else 1 atmosphere. So these these are said to be standard conditions. So standard temperature is 0 degree centigrade or 273 Kelvin, and standard pressure is 76 centimeters of mercury or 760 millimeters of mercury or 1 atmosphere. Okay. See, we have studied about Boyle's law and Charles' law. So from Boyle's law and Charles' law, it is understood that the volume of a gas depends upon pressure of the gas and temperature of the gas. Because so Boyle's law says that volume is inversely proportional to pressure, and Charles' law says that volume is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So from these two, from both Boyle's law and Charles' law, so it is understood that the volume of a gas, okay, depends on pressure of the gas and the temperature of the gas. See, unless we specify the pressure and temperature, the volume of the gas cannot be expressed correctly. So in order to express the volume of the gas correctly, so we have to specify the pressure value and temperature value. For example, see, so this condition, in order to express this one, so we have to keep temperature as constant, at constant temperature. So that means temperature, we have to specify what is the value of temperature, okay, and we have to specify the value of P. So Boyle's law. And Charles' law also says that volume is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So here pressure is constant. Pressure is constant. So that means we have to mention what is the value of pressure also. We have to mention what is the value of temperature. So unless until we specify, or else we standardize. Specify means standardize. So unless until we standardize the pressure and temperature, the volume of the gas cannot be expressed correctly. Okay. And one more thing. To compare the masses, or else to compare the densities of two or more gases. So when they are taken in same volumes, suppose if two different gases, for example 1 liter of oxygen and 1 liter of hydrogen, so two different gases. So we have to specify, here 1 liter of oxygen and 1 liter of hydrogen. So here, in order to mention the mass, compare the masses of oxygen and hydrogen, or else densities of oxygen and hydrogen. So we have to specify under what temperature and pressure the volumes are measured. See, both oxygen and hydrogen are taken in the same volume, but we have to mention, so under what condition the oxygen and under what temperature and pressure the volume of oxygen is this much, and under what temperature and pressure the volume of hydrogen is this much. Okay, so in order to in order to compare the masses of the two gases, so we compulsorily we have to specify the temperature and pressure when both of them are taken in same volumes. Compulsory we have to specify under what temperature and pressure the volume of oxygen is 1 liter, and under what temperature and pressure the volume of hydrogen is 1 liter. So okay, no doubt these two are now these two are having same volumes. In order to mention the densities or else pressures, so we have to specify the conditions also. Okay, right. So these are the things should be known about the standard temperature and pressure. So now we will learn some problems, how to solve some numerical problems based on Charles' law. First numerical problem. So here this problem says that 279 centimeter cube of gas at 87 degrees centigrade. Okay, that how much amount of gas? So 279 centimeter cube of gas. 279 what is centimeter cube means? It is related to volume. So that means the volume of the gas, okay, is 279 centimeter cube at 87 degrees centigrade temperature. So now this much volume of gas at this temperature, so it is cooled to standard temperature. So this gas is cooled. So from this temperature, so it is cooled to standard temperature. So what is standard temperature? Okay, what is the standard temperature? Standard temperature, already we know what is standard temperature. Standard temperature is equal to 0 degrees centigrade or else 273 Kelvin. One thing we have to remember that all the calculations, in all the calculations, the temperature should be taken in kelvins, not in degree centigrade. Though it is mentioned in degree centigrade, we have to convert into Kelvin temperature. Okay, so now initially the gas is at this temperature. At this temperature, that means 87 degrees centigrade. So what is the temperature? What is its value in kelvins? Standard temperature is how much? Standard temperature is 273 Kelvin, and 87 degrees centigrade. So what is 87 degrees centigrade is equal to how many kelvins? 87 degrees centigrade is, in order to convert this one into kelvins, so simply 273 plus 87. So how much it will be? 280 plus 18, that means 360 Kelvin. 87 degrees centigrade is equal to 360 Kelvin. Okay, so initially the gas was at this temperature. That means initial temperature, let us assume it has a T1. T1 means initial temperature. And at this temperature, what was its volume? So its volume was considered as initial volume. Initial temperature and initial volume. So what was its initial volume? What is the initial volume of the gas? So this is the initial volume of the gas. So a gas is having this much of volume at this temperature. So now this gas, it is allowed to cool. It is cooled to standard temperature. So that means, so from this temperature, the gas is cooled to this much temperature. So that means there is here the gas is cooled from 360 degrees Kelvin to 360 Kelvin to 273 Kelvin. So now this is said to be final temperature, or else T2. So this is what, because from this temperature to this temperature the gas is cooled. So that means this is the final temperature, last temperature. So final temperature, and this is initial temperature. So what is the final temperature? 273 Kelvin. So how did we know this one? Because in the question it is mentioned as standard temperature. So what is standard temperature value? Already we know that it is 0 degrees centigrade or else 273 Kelvin. So for calculation purpose, for all calculations we have to take the temperature in kelvins. Okay. Now in the question it is asked, so calculate the volume of the gas at standard temperature. So that means what is volume of the gas at this temperature? So now that means at this temperature, at final temperature, what is the volume? So that means what is the final volume? What is the final volume? What is the final volume of the gas? So we have to calculate. So already we know that, so V1 by T1, under initial conditions, the ratio of volume and temperature of that particular gas should be equal to the ratio of volume and temperature at some other conditions. Okay, when the pressure is constant, when the pressure is constant for the same amount of gas, because so the amount of gas is not changed, the same gas, but it is cooled from 87 degrees centigrade, that means from 360 Kelvin to 273 Kelvin, the gas is cooled. Okay, so when when the gas is cooled, what happened? Suppose if this is the volume of the gas, so at this much temperature, so when gas is cooled, what happens? Generally, when a gas is cooled, all the molecules will come closer and closer, so they occupy less space. When gas is cooled, what happens? They occupy less space. Okay, now what is happened? That means when temperature is decreased, the volume of the gas also will decrease. So that means here under low temperature the volume will be low. So here always remember that the ratio of volume to temperature at this condition should be equal to the ratio of volume and temperature at the initial conditions, because when the pressure is same, so in both the conditions pressure is same and also the amount of gas is also same. Okay, so initially the volume of the gas was the volume of the gas was this much. Okay, and the temperature is some value. Now the temperature is decreased, so that the volume also will decrease. Okay, so how the volume is decreased? Are we taking any molecules of this gas outside? No, we are not taking any molecule. No molecule is taken out. So all the molecules, they are coming closer, because when we cool, all the molecules will lose their kinetic energy and they will come closer and closer, so that they will occupy minimum space. The volume will decrease. Okay, now the question is, under standard temperature, what is the volume of the same gas? At this temperature the volume is this much, and at this temperature what is the volume of that gas? So by applying the Charles law equation, so V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2, so we can easily find the final volume. So already we know the initial volumes, initial temperature and final temperature. So upon substituting all these values, finally V2 can be known. So upon rearranging these things, so we will get a formula like this: V1 into T2 by T1 will be equal to V2. So already we know these values. V1, so 279 into what is T2? 273 by T1. What is T1? 360. Okay, upon calculating, so finally we will get the value as 211.57 centimeter cube volume. So that means under this temperature the same amount of gas and at the constant pressure. So now the volume of the gas, that means before that temperature was this much, now it is cooled to standard temperature. So when this temperature is there, the gas is occupying this much volume, and when it is cooled to 273 Kelvin, then under this condition, so the new volume of the gas is this much. So that means volume is decreased from 279 to 211.57. So there is a large decrease in volume. Okay, so from this from this it is understood that whenever temperature is decreased, okay, at constant pressure, the volume of the gas also will decrease. Okay, right. Now we will learn the second numerical problem. Now the second problem will be like this: a dry gas occupies a volume of 1054 decimeter cube. Decimeter cube means liters. So now the volume of gas is 1054 liters at what temperature? At a temperature of minus 73 degrees centigrade. So now let us think that this is the initial volume and this is the initial temperature. So to solve this problem, so what is the initial volume of the gas? Initial volume of the gas is 1054 decimeter cube, and what is its initial temperature? Initial temperature is equal to minus 73 degrees centigrade. So always remember that during calculations, so we have to convert the degree centigrade temperature into Kelvin temperature. So how to convert degree centigrade temperature into Kelvin temperature? Simply upon adding 273 to this value, that means upon adding 273, okay, to which value? This value, so 73. So what happened? So we will get the value in kelvins. So 273 plus minus 73. So how much it will be? It will be around 200 Kelvin. That means the initial temperature of the gas is 200 Kelvin. So at 200 Kelvin, the volume of the gas is this much. A dry gas occupies a volume of this much. Okay, that means this much liters at a temperature of minus 73 Kelvin. Sorry, minus 73 degrees centigrade. So like this. Now at what temperature? So now here we have to find at what temperature. So we have to find the temperature. At what temperature? Its volume is 4216 liters. 4216 decimeter cube. So that means the final volume. The final volume is this much. So what is the final volume? Final volume is 4216 decimeter cube. And at what temperature? At what temperature? So the volume is this much. So that means we have to find that final temperature. So what is the value of final temperature? Okay. So when the pressure remains constant throughout the experiment. Okay. So again, so that means volume and temperature is given and pressure is constant. So now it is related to Charles' law. Okay. See, already we know that volume is directly proportional to temperature under pressure constant, under constant pressure. Okay, suppose if it is V1, then it is directly proportional to T1 at constant pressure. If it is V2, it is directly proportional to T2 at constant pressure. So upon combining these two, finally V1 by T1 will be equal to V2 by T2 we will get. Okay, see, from this equation, it is understood that volume is directly proportional to temperature. If temperature is increased, volume increases. If volume is increased, then temperature will be more. See, here what is happened? Initial volume is this much and final volume is this much. That means volume is increased. It is understood that the volume of the gas is increased. So when does the volume of the gas increases? When the temperature of the gas is increased, all the molecules they move away from each other, and then therefore the volume of the gas will increase. So that means the final temperature should be greater than the initial temperature. That means it should be greater than 200 Kelvin. Okay, now we will find out what is the value of the final temperature with the help of this Charles' law equation. Okay, so according to Charles' law equation, so this is the equation. So how to find the T2 value? So T2 upon rearranging, so T2 we will get like this. T2 is equal to how much? V2 T1 by V1. V2 T1 by V1. So these values we know upon substituting these values. So what is the V2 value? V2 value is how much? 4216 into what is the T1 value? T1 value is 200 Kelvin by V1. What is the V1? 1054. 1054. So here exactly it is 4 times 1054 ones are 1054 fours are. Okay. So 4 into 800. So how much it will be? 4 into 200, it is 800 Kelvin. So what is the value of T2? So the final temperature value is 800 Kelvin. So that means T2 is equal to how much? 800 Kelvin. So this is the answer. Or else we may convert this into degree centigrade also, and we finally we may convert into degree centigrade. But while during calculation we have to take the values only in kelvins. Upon getting the answer, so final answer can be converted. Finally we may convert into degree centigrade if it is necessary. So now here 800 Kelvin. 800 Kelvin equal to how many degree centigrade? Again, so 800 Kelvin will be 800 Kelvin is equal to 273 plus some x degree centigrade. Okay, so we don't know what is this value in degree centigrade. So simply keep it as x. Okay, then x degree centigrade will be equal to what? X in degree centigrade will be equal to, take 273 this side. That means 800 minus 273. Okay, that means how much? It is 527 degrees centigrade. So if you want to express the temperature in Kelvin, then it is 800 Kelvin, or else sometimes the answer will be given in degree centigrade. So if the answer is given in degree centigrade, simply what we have to do, simply subtract subtract 273 from kelvins. So that means 273 it is subtracted from the Kelvin temperature. Upon subtracting 273 from Kelvin temperature, we will get the value of the temperature in degree centigrade. Okay, so what is the final temperature? So at this temperature, temperature, the volume of the gas is this much. So at what temperature the volume of gas? At minus 73 degrees centigrade, the volume of gas is this much, and at 527 degrees centigrade, the volume of the gas is this much. Okay, so like this, the second problem can be solved. Okay, now we will learn the how to solve another problem. Now let us look into the third problem. So third problem says that a gas is enclosed in a vessel. Okay, a gas is enclosed in a vessel at standard temperature. That means a gas is present in a vessel. So under what temperature? Standard temperature. So what is the initial temperature? It is standard temperature. So let us assume the initial temperature is how much? Standard temperature means 0 degrees centigrade, which is equal to 273 Kelvin. Okay, right. Next, at what temperature the volume of the enclosed gas is 1/8 of its initial volume? So that means at what temperature? At what temperature? That means we have to find the final temperature. So at what temperature the volume of the enclosed gas is? So at what temperature? So volume of the enclosed gas. So at what temperature the volume of the enclosed gas is 1/8 of its initial volume. That means 1/8 of its initial volume. So if initial volume is V1, then the final volume will be 1/8 of its initial volume. So here the question is, the volume of the enclosed gas is 1/8 of its initial volume. So now if V1 is said to be initial volume, so that means initial temperature is T1 and initial volume, let us assume it as V1. If initial volume is V1, then the volume of the enclosed gas, the final volume, that means at what temperature? At this temperature, the final volume will be 1/8 into 1/8 of its initial volume. 1/8 of its initial. That means, what is the meaning of that? 1/8 of its initial volume. That means 1/8 into V1. So this volume will be at what temperature? if the V1 is a volume at 273 Kelvin, then this volume will be at what temperature? So by when pressure remain constant. See here, initial volume is given. Okay, so let us assume it as V1 and initial temperature is given. Okay, and as it is constant pressure remaining constant, so that means the ratio of initial volume and initial temperature will be equal to the ratio of final volume and final temperature. So this is Charles law equation. So initial volume V1 only, final volume 1 by 8 into V1. So T1 is 273 and T2 we have to find out. So upon rearranging, so then T2 will be what? V2 into T1 by V1. So what is the V2 value? V2 value is 1 by 8 of V1. That means 1 by 8 of V1. Okay. So this value V2 is nothing but 1 by 8 of V1 into T1. So into T1. What is T1? 273 Kelvin. 273 Kelvin. Okay. Divided by, okay, V2 into T1. This is V2 into T1. Okay, divided by V1. So divided by V1. So V1 and V1 gets cancelled. So now the final temperature T2 will be how much? It will be equal to 1 by 8 into 273. 1 by 8 into 273. So how much it will be? So upon calculation, so this is what T2. Upon calculating, so finally this value will get it has 34.125 Kelvin. Okay. So during this calculation, if we get the temperature value will be in kelvins only. Okay. So upon calculating if you get the temperature value, so the temperature value should be in kelvins only. Now sometimes the answer may be given in degree centigrade. So now if the Kelvin temperature we got, if the temperature we get compulsory, it will be in Kelvin temperature only. And so if it is necessary, we can convert this Kelvin temperature into degree centigrade. How to convert the Kelvin temperature into degree centigrade? Simply, if you remove 273 from this value, you will get a degree centigrade temperature. So that means this temperature, if expressed in degree centigrade, simply what we have to do, we have to remove 273. Okay, from this value we have to subtract 273, and finally we will get the answer in what? A degree centigrade. So it will be equal to what? It will be equal to some value, and it is mentioned in degree centigrade. So upon calculating, so we will get the value as from 73, so 34. If we remove, so we will get what? Nearly 38.875. So this value will be expressed in degree centigrade. So this much value. So the temperature, that means at this temperature, the volume of the gas will be 1 by 8 of its initial volume. If the temperature is, if the initial temperature is 273 and initial volume is V1, then the final volume will become 1 by 8 of V1 under this much Kelvin, or else this much degree centigrade. See, remember that volume is made 1 by 8 times. So temperature also will be made 1 by 8 times. But Kelvin temperature, we have to make a Kelvin temperature. So that means Kelvin temperature is also made 1 by 8 of its initial temperature. See, when volume is made 1 by 8 of its initial volume, automatically temperature is also made 1 by 8 of its initial temperature. What is its initial temperature? 273. Suppose if volume is doubled, then the final temperature also will be double than that of initial temperature. Okay, if final volume is 3 times the initial volume, then the final temperature will be 3 times of its initial temperature. So like this, because as volume is directly proportional to temperature. Okay, so if temperature is double, volume will become double. If volume is double, temperature will become double. So like this, the relationship between volume and temperature under constant pressure. Okay, so when pressure is constant only, we can tell the relationship between volume and temperature. Okay, right.